Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-45 research methods for Saturday, July 16th. And as I always do, just going to go over a few items and reminders and clarifications. As I always say, anything I think that will help you do well in the course. So first up here is that I did grade all of your outline submissions and posted your feedback. So do take a look at that feedback carefully there and do incorporate it into your final literature review paper. I do have you do these parts of the paper in sequence because one builds upon the other, and the feedback you get will help you do better on the forthcoming components. So do take that feedback into consideration, or it will really make your paper much better. Most of you did a pretty good job, but some of you had some pretty big issues, so make sure you address those issues in your final paper, especially things around quoting, if you're quoting too much, especially how the formatting of your citations, and especially that you're using all of your references. A number of you didn't incorporate all of your references into your outline, and in your final literature review you need to use every one of your references at least once. This is a review of the literature, that is the research articles that you located, so you need to say something about each one of them there, or else that's kind of a real failure of the assignment. So do keep that in mind there. Speaking of your literature review, it's due next Saturday there on July 23rd. Again, you'll find all the instructions there for the paper in the APA Literature Review module underneath Unit 5 of our course material. So scroll down all the way past Unit 5 and then you'll see that module there. The late submission date on this will be the following Tuesday the 26th, but remember there's late penalties, 10% for being late, 5% for every 24-hour period after that, and then nothing's accepted after 72 hours past the original due date and time. Hence Tuesday, July 26th is the last day at 11:59 p.m. that you can submit. When you open up the instructions for the final paper, that is component 3, take a look at that video at the very top. I've walked you through with screenshots like I've done for the other two components, and just tell you what you have to do and show you some things in the instructions that will really help you out. And just for clarity, your final paper has to be 8 full pages of actual literature review, and that's not counting your title page, your abstract page, and your page of references. So it's 11 pages altogether, but 8 full pages must be dedicated to the actual literature review. That is, you're going to tell me things about the research articles that you found there. You'll find an instruction file there below the video. Take a look at that, and embedded in the instructions there you'll find a checklist, kind of a list of do's and don'ts, things you do want to have in your paper, things you don't want to have in your paper. And as part of the instructions there, you're going to find embedded links to samples of a title page, an abstract page, the final literature review paper itself. That's all from the online writing lab, or the OWL, or the OWL as it's called. So take a look at that there for those samples. Also, speaking of samples, don't forget in your pocket guide to APA style, which is in the back of your print version of your textbook if you have a print version, but there is a dedicated link to the Pocket Guide to APA Style in the MindTap module on our Canvas course page there. You'll see it says Pocket Guide there. Go ahead and take a look at that, because in Chapter 9 there's a couple of sample papers, but the one you want to look at is the first sample paper. It's on birth order, and that's a completed sample literature review, so take a look at that to use as a model to base your own literature review on. Also, don't forget, per a recent announcement, there is the Reading and Writing Center there available at the library to help you out. The days and times and everything was posted there, so do take a look at that. They're familiar with APA style. They can look at the instructions for this paper and really help you get your paper into the best shape possible. Next up here is that your third exam opened up today over chapters 8, 9, and 10. It's open Saturday through Monday. On July 18th is the last day to submit it there. As always, you'll find a study guide at the very bottom of the unit, so look at the bottom of Unit 3 right above the link to the exam. You'll see the study guide. Do take advantage of that study guide and pay careful attention to those areas there that are italicized with some asterisks. That's going to be the content that your 2 short answer essay questions are based on. I'm sure you all know that by now, and I'm sure you all know per recent announcements and in the instructions for the exams, please don't copy and paste material from your textbook into the answer boxes for the essays, because that's cheating and plagiarism. And also be careful not to just find stuff online from some website to answer either. I know some of you are doing that because the content you're providing has been the same content I'm finding for a few other students, and I know you're getting that off of a website, and it's really not information that's relevant to our course, so it's not going to help you earn points. So you need to look at the book, you need to look at the lectures if you're going to answer those correctly. So there's no shortcut to that, so please be careful about that. Don't forget your Mind Tap assignments. That was due last night on Friday the 15th by 11:59 p.m., so hopefully you all got those in there. Unit 4, which covers chapters 11, 12, and 13, that's going to open up on Sunday the 17th, and as always, once a unit opens, you can work ahead. So do that to knock out your discussions, knock out your quizzes, knock out your mind taps, get all that stuff out of the way. And don't forget, we have our live session this coming Monday per recent announcement at 11 o'clock there, so hopefully you can make it. I'd love to see some of you. If you got any questions, it's sort of like open office hours. I'll be glad to answer your questions. And also, we only have 2 more weeks left, so this coming week and then the following week, and then we're done. So we're 2/3 through our course at this point here. So congratulations. Most of you are doing fine. Just keep up your good work there. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via an email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you next weekend. I'll see you in those lecture videos, and take care. Until then.